Welcome to the Disney Underground, your experimental podcast of tomorrow. Be sure to strap on your Mickey ears as our hosts, Panda, Gene, Sammy, and Morgan, take you through all the happenings in the world of Disney and Universal. Are you ready for some fun, games, and an occasional guest or two? Then sit back, relax, and enjoy the Disney Underground.
Oh, hold on a second. Good evening, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Disney Underground. I'm Gene. Where did Gene go? He left us. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
We have a good topic today. We're talking about EPCOT countries and what our favorites are. But Gene has I'm sorry, Gene. You have what happened? You okay?
My TV was on in the background, and I have it on in the background, and it I thought the volume was down, and it wasn't. So I apologize, everybody. I'm sure you covered us, but this is your experimental podcast of tomorrow. Not more experimental than it could be tonight. It's probably Patty Puddles' fault. We all know he's usually behind any of the mishaps. I'm going to have to say it was probably his fault. But you know what? I'm glad we're here, man. We're going to talk about a bunch of cool things. We got the countries that we're going to be talking about, our favorite countries in EPCOT. We're going to talk about a bunch of some new meet and greets, some new lounge fly bags, which I know makes Sammy very happy. And we have a ton of people in the chat. Look who's here. Everybody's here tonight, man. Everybody's here. Caleb Joshua Hill, Christina, you got to say that last name for me, Panda. That's your niece.
Oh, Vojnikovic.
Donnie and Marie on the go, my fellow Long Islanders, Vanessa E.E., Paul Angle Armada's here. What's up, my man? Lauren and Mark, Dave Garner, Heather Demet, I'm sorry, Jason Wilbrandt, Brandon Acock, Milo Mercado, Movie Mania Nick, Go Jets. We're just a couple of weeks from opening day. R&R Disney fans who won a giveaway last week. They'll be getting that prize very soon. And we also have a giveaway tonight, guys. We have our $100 gift card giveaway for Happiness is Addictive. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Brian and Iad in the house. Nicholas Shackelford in the house. Joni Baloney, which that might be my favorite. I
love that name.
Betsy Rivera's in the house. Pola Plays. If I missed you guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up. Lisa's in the house. A ton of you guys. And if you haven't hit that like, do us a favor. Hit that like. If you haven't hit that subscribe for us, guys. It helps us share off the stream. We really, really appreciate it.
We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There you go.
My favorite thing on Tuesdays to do.
So, guys, we're going to talk a lot about the countries in EPCOT. So let's. Where do we want to start? Should we go in order? Should we go which way?
Yeah. What order do you go in? I do go in a specific order, and I don't know why.
If I'm coming from the front, I start in Mexico, but I typically am always coming from Boardwalk, and I come from the International Gateway, so therefore I usually start in France. But let's start the way that most people usually do start. Let's start in Mexico, right?
Yeah, but think about it. As humans, and especially the United States, you should be starting from the right. You would think, but we don't. Why is that, Sammy? Why is that?
I don't know. Tequila, margaritas, doesn't get better than that.
Morgan, any theory?
Yeah, I think that if you're drinking, you have to start in Mexico. But if you're just cruising around, I typically go to the right and go with Canada and then go around there and end with Mexico, which is always so incredibly fun. So yeah, that's the way. I want to know where everybody else goes too. Do you start in Mexico or Canada first? But Gene, you bring up a good point with the whole, you start in the International Gateway. That throws everything off. So then it's like, what way do you go?
I always start in France in that case. Hey, Mikey B in the house. I always start in France at that point. I find it easier. Now my dogs are going nuts. My house is crazy.
So we all got to pick three.
Yes.
Right, Gene? So should I start with Mexico?
Let's start about Mexico. What is it about Mexico that you love? Watch one of your favorites.
I think because when you go in Mexico, you're technically outside at night in Mexico. Right there. That's one of my favorites. Just the whole marketplace, the whole looking up and feeling like it could be a sky. And then you have a really cool attraction. Not the best. We all know this, but it's fun. And I'm hoping they change into something else. The restaurant there, I've eaten there a couple of times and I've liked it. The, what's that main restaurant? San Angelo?
San Angelo, yeah.
Yeah. Most people give it a nay. I don't know why. I kind of liked it. I've always thought it was good. So between that, the tequila bar, the shopping, the nighttime thing, Mexico it gets me, and I like it.
Got a little bit of everything.
So you're not a big fan of the Grand Fiesta Tour?
Not a big fan. I'm a fan of it, but I'm not a big fan.
There it
They're
is right
so cute. I love that ride.
Do you want to
I
see them
keep
change it to
thinking-
Coco?
I would. If they
Okay.
can do it right, I would
Doing
love
that-
it there.
And they have a great meet and greet right here. We have the meet and greet with Donald Duck. That's
I'm a
always a great
sucker
meet
for
and greet with him.
Donald. He's
What
so
about in his poncho though? In his sombrero and his poncho?
He's so cute, his little poncho. And
And
it reminds me of the Sensational Parade at Disneyland they had a couple years ago when he'd be like, Arriba, but in his Donald voice with like rolling the R's and his little accent. Like it was the cutest ever. So I love Donald in any form I could get him.
Now
I do have a caveat, Gene, for putting Coco in there.
go ahead.
They have to keep those 3 caballeros somewhere. I don't care if they're in the tequila bar singing, but do not get rid of them. They have to go somewhere because they're great. They are.
Yep. And
Fanatics
they're
Holly in
cute.
the house too. Hey Holly, how you doing? Marla and CA is in the house. Let me ask you this though: what about the mariachi Cobra? Do you not
Love
love
it.
the?
Love it.
Every time you walk by, do you not have to stop and watch? Look at these guys.
Forever. Yeah.
I
They
love the
sound
little
fantastic.
Miguel.
Little puppet.
I haven't
So
seen
cute.
him recently. Is he still coming out? Do we
I
know?
thought he was. He's not.
I haven't seen Mariachi in a while, so it could be that he's still out, and I just don't know.
Okay. And then who doesn't love the La Cava de Tequila?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just hard to get in there. You can't plan on going
it gets
there.
it's tough. It gets crowded.
Yeah.
It does get crowded.
But now you think that they would think, like, the place across the street that's not usually too busy, there's another restaurant, sit down inside, not the one outside. They should just make that whole thing a La Cava Tequila. Just make another big tequila bar.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great idea. They should definitely expand on it. Plus, it gets a little crowded in there too when you are in there. I don't know. It's a bit pricey. I'll admit that too. It's a bit pricey. But Michael Jensen, thank you so much,
Michael.
Jensen. Thank you. We always appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Michael says he loves France.
We're gonna talk about France in a few minutes. I'm sure we're gonna get there once we got it. We're gonna go in order, but we will
Absolutely.
We will get there. So let's go around the room. Who says Mexico is a top 3 country in Epcot? I think to me they're all top 3s though. It's hard for me to pick. It's my favorite part of Disney is the World Showcase. So this is like it's right up my alley. In the chat, who in there says Mexico is a top 3? Oh, Jolene Wingard says top 1. That's our favorite.
Top 1.
It's because it's the only one Jolene probably gets to. She's so drunk she can. I'm kidding. I don't know.
Stumbling out of La Cava. So all right. So do we want to get on to Norway, or does anybody else have something about Mexico?
I'm thinking of all the little details. There's nothing else that kind of catches me with Mexico. Anybody?
The nighttime, like you called it, that nighttime feel when you're inside the pyramid is spectacular. It kills it for me. I love that part of it. I like the ambiance for that restaurant better than I like the restaurant. So I'll be I'm not huge on the food, but the ambiance is one of the top ambiances of all the restaurants in Disney.
I agree.
So let's move on to Norway, guys. Who wants to talk about Norway?
I had Norway, and I am a sucker for princesses. If y'all haven't known by now, and I know it's a little controversial how they changed it from Maelstrom to Frozen Ever After, and I did love Maelstrom, but like the princess breakfast or princess dining.
It's not Auschwitz, Morgan. It's not Auschwitz.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I can't say it either. Akashish? Is it Akashish?
Corey meets World in the house. What's up, my man?
Corey's awesome.
But I love that princess dining, and it's really, really good food. Anytime I've been, it's been a couple of years, but I really like it, and it's a lot more manageable in comparison to like Cinderella's Royal Table and stuff. And it's still a wonderful atmosphere. I do like the Frozen ride again, going back to it being Maelstrom before. Love that as well. And then also I do like the princess summer house and meet and greet and stuff. So there's a lot of things, and that bakery. That bakery is really good. So
Akashish just added Snow White and Tiana to their princess lineup.
Wait, they were.
I walked in the day that they just occurred.
Really?
And I was like,
amazing.
yeah, they were great. It was
That's
great.
awesome.
Now, who preferred it as Maelstrom or Frozen Ever After? Is there anyone that preferred it as Maelstrom? Or is everyone pretty much like, I'm sold on Frozen Ever After? Anybody in the chat, what do you prefer better? Frozen Ever After or Maelstrom? I'm curious.
Frozen.
I feel like personally, I would want to ride Maelstrom one more time just to like get that memory back for a second, and then to still leave it at Frozen though.
Yeah, I could see that.
Kring-
There was something
Kringla.
to it, right? Let me tell you something about the Kringla bakery.
Oh, the school bread. School bread.
School bread. Patty, we got a picture of that school bread. I know we do.
You love that school bread.
Sam, you
Oh my
remember
God.
Sam, I was with Sammy when I devoured that thing. Remember? And I wasn't going to share that with anybody.
Sammy, have you had it?
I haven't had it because by the time I get to Mexico, I stuff my face with the tacos and all that stuff. That when I get there, I'm like, okay, I want to save myself for China and Japan and stuff. So I have not. But I watched Gene eat it.
It's so good. I can't even explain it. I like Italian. I mean, I grew up with Italian, Sicilian pastries. This is really good, this school bread stuff.
But what's in the middle? Is that like a custard?
It's
like, what do you call, would it be like, it's not a cannoli cream, but it's similar?
It's in the same realm of
when it's
You're
cold.
Right,
when it's cold, it's just so good.
So good, man. So good. If you haven't had,
I couldn't tell because Gene ate it so fast, so I couldn't tell what was
I had to eat it fast before anybody asked to share. So I was like, let me get this out of the way. So
all right, that's good to know.
So listen,
share.
I might share sometimes, but when it comes to school bread, that's one of those ones.
He doesn't.
I might share sometimes, Sam. That's not fair to say.
Is that where you get the popcorn?
No, we'll talk about where I get the popcorn in a little bit. That's in Carmel Kusch if I'm saying it correctly, in Germany. There's other ways to say it.
Every time I pass it, I call it something else.
I call it something else too, and I
call it the caramel coochie. I don't know what it is. It is. It's the caramel coochie. They said it, not me.
It sounds like a strip club in Candyland. That's what it sounds like.
Wait, frozen coffee. Corey says frozen coffee. Where? I'm a frozen coffee.
No, they do have it. Hold on one second. Angelique, my daughter, who's old enough to drink. So just let me preface that. They do have a frozen and alcoholic coffee that she raves about. And what's that coffee you love? The Viking coffee, right? What's in it again? Do you remember?
Ooh.
It's got alcohol in it, and it's delicious. You don't remember what's in it. She just knows it's delicious, but it's called the Viking coffee, and she raves about it. So I do have a daughter that's old enough to drink. She's 23. So if anyone
I like how you have to point that out.
because a lot of people don't realize I have a 23-year-old daughter. Some people think they're usually younger.
My niece is yelling at me, by the way.
Definitely forgot the Norse god house with Thor and Loki and Odin. And I mean, it's not MCU, but it's the actual original. It's a nice little quiet place. Honestly, people don't realize that you can actually go into it, which is nice.
Yeah. And it is cool inside.
Mm-hmm.
The little church.
So all right. So who has Norway as a top one for them? Where would you place? We got.
It's in my top 3.
It's in your top 3. Where would you place this one, Sammy? Your top what?
Maybe top 4. I wouldn't do my top 3.
So you would
4 or 5.
You would say it's like your 4th or 5th favorite?
Yeah, I would.
What about you, Panda?
5th.
Well, Michael Jensen had that coffee. He says it's awesome. So there you go.
I got to go there for iced coffee now.
Yeah, listen, I'm telling you, the Viking coffee, she raved about it. So we gotta check that out. All right, so let's move on to China, guys. China. I think to me it's always really good booths there during festival time. They always got the chicken dumplings. So I don't think they have them now, right? Or do they have them now?
I think they have the dumplings. I think.
Yes, I think they have the dumplings.
Stickers.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. There's pot stickers. So all right, hey Debbie Thunit in the house. How you doing? Monorail Molly, our mod in the house. How you doing? So who wanted to talk about China?
I have China.
Go ahead.
I
Sammy.
really like China. I love the crab wontons. I know right now they have the chicken dumpling, which is really, really good. Now they do have the noodles. It does have spicy pork. So I'm not really into spicy pork. But one of the cool things that I do like, and I go with my son, they have the little puppets. I love how they have the different types of little animal puppets. They have it's super cute. And I love that they have the straw hats. I love the little store because it has a bunch of stuff that kind of reminds me of New York Chinatown a little bit. So it kind of gives me that vibe. I like China. I think my only thing that I wish that they had either in Japan or China, I wish they had a little bit more of Mulan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Not enough.
I feel like
Mushu was there once, like a meet and greet. I don't know what happened, but that would be great. Yeah. I met him in the round China building. He was there.
Yeah. Now, do you guys like Reflections of China? You guys ever caught it?
I have not, but it looks.
You gotta do it at least once. What about you, Morgan? Have you?
I have not seen it.
No, you guys are such Disney veterans. I assume for sure you guys would have at least checked it out once. Panda,
You know
did
what?
it at
Because it's
least once, right?
hidden.
Yeah.
I don't like it because it's standing, and I'm like, after I'm walking, just let me sit for a minute, watch the movie, then I can go.
I'll give you that. Well, you know, I can't stand it. You'll be walking around. There'll be people like sitting, and you got to worry about tripping over people too. Sometimes that's even more frustrating. But I'll tell you what, it's something you got to see at least once. I think you know, I might even have to. We might even have to. It's cool. That's what I'm saying. We might have to, like, you know, take away their Disney card, Sammy and Morgan, until they see it. Sammy also hasn't seen Aristocats, so that's something.
I saw half of it. Half of it.
Also, you know, we spoke about the food there with Nine Dragons, and then Lotus Blossom is a great way to kind of save a couple bucks on Nine Dragons to go to Lotus Blossom.
Yep, great $10, $11 lunch at Lotus Blossom.
Mm-hmm.
And you get pretty much the same thing that you're going to get at the other place.
It is the same quality food as inside, and I know because I've had it a couple times. It's definitely the same chicken.
So, all right, so guys, so where would you put China, Panda?
6.
Morgan?
I want to say 7. It's not high.
Sammy?
I would say 4.
You put it a little bit higher.
Yeah,
So,
I would say 4.
okay.
I do like the cheese wontons.
What about everyone in the chat, guys? What do you think?
Yeah. What are they? What number would you put? How many countries are there?
There's 11, I believe.
11.
Okay, we're not including the African huts, right? Because that's not really technically a country.
Oh, you know what? We didn't actually have that one.
Okay,
You're
I
right.
mean, I don't think it is a real pavilion. So, but it looks like they're waiting to make one there.
It would be nice if they did something to it, because I think it should be represented, you know. But you're right; they don't really. There's like one little stand to get like quick service.
Ice cream, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
It needs a little more oomph to it.
yeah. It's just a couple. Yeah, that's all it is. Guys,
China's not big on the list with people.
Yeah, see, a lot of people 7, not bottom. So, all right, cool.
I think it's not that we don't like China. It's just the fact that there's better ones out there, you know?
Yeah.
When it comes to food, though, China's one of my top still for food.
I agree.
Only.
I agree with that. All right, so let's move over to Germany. Oh, guys, I love the German pavilion.
Oh, I forgot about Germany.
Yeah, did anybody have Germany?
I did. And again, I'll just start with Princess. I love Snow White's little meet and greet. It's like so subtle. Like, look how cute she is with her little wishing well. It's always shaded. And even if you're waiting in line, it's still shaded, which I really enjoy. I like, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name right now, the caramel store with all the caramel goodies.
We talked about it before.
Morgan's lying. She knows the name. She just don't want to say it and get in trouble. I'm kidding.
Wait. Oh, I know what you're saying.
Is it the caramel cooch?
No.
It's Kuche with a tilde on the E. How? Somebody tell me how to say it. If you don't like cooch or coochie, what do you say?
That's
but also that, and then the family style buffet, or was it? It's not a buffet anymore since COVID, right?
I think it still is. No.
Since COVID, to be honest with you. So
the Papa place. What is it?
Yeah, there's a stage. Beer garden. Yes, there's
yeah.
different types of performances, and I will say the last thing I love about this place, look at that, and
that's inside, guys. How cool is that?
Beautiful.
Yeah, that is nice. And they have this
beer garden.
Patty, that was a nice picture. I've never seen it from up above like that. The whole place.
Mm-hmm. Gorgeous.
We send them out on location.
Sorry.
Oh wait, Corey Wheatrill says it's pronounced Kuka.
No, Corey.
Is that
like Kuka Fran and Ollie? Come on.
Hey,
Kuka?
I mean, it could make sense. It could be that.
All right.
It doesn't sound quite as you know.
I know, but I don't. You know, I'm just. It's a story to me.
We're from New York, Panda. We're gonna say it how we want to say it. So
Kuche with a tilde on the E doesn't look like Kuka, but I guess it could be.
It could be. So all right. So caramel Kuka. Listen, did you ever have the turtles from there? The chocolate turtles. Oh. It's the caramel and chocolate turtles with the walnuts or the pecan. I forget if it's walnut, whatever it is. But it is out of this world. I get it every single time. I think Sammy, do you remember we were together when we got that too? Because remember I got the caramel popcorn as well. I always got to get the caramel popcorn. No, that's erroneous.
You shared it with Aiden only.
Okay, so I shared it. Yes, I did.
I don't think you were going to deny a 9-year-old.
Darlene says it makes you think of Clark Griswold in the European Vacation, which was maybe one of the funniest scenes in that whole movie. So, so of course that's what it's called. So yeah,
grapefruit beer.
Go ahead.
Grapefruit beer from the Germany Pavilion.
The grapefruit beer is great. Isn't it
don't like beer.
Hoffenkoffer?
Yes.
Corey will know this.
And you can
Corey,
get
what's
it
the
at the
grapefruit?
grocery store. And it is so good. And I don't like beer, but I will get the grapefruit
Me
beer
too.
there.
Me too. I'm not a big
Phenomenal.
beer drinker, but that one, when it's cold, that
heard a lot of good words
Hoffenhoffer,
about
whatever it is.
Yep.
Great.
It's like an orange label.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Highly recommend.
and then you get the meet and greet with Snow White there too. They still do that, right? They still do the meet and greet with Snow White.
Yeah.
So, which is Patty? Do we have a picture of Snow White? I thought
We did that already.
Oh,
We
did you show
showed it.
I missed
Where the hell were you?
I was
Where
looking, but I didn't realize he put the picture up right. He was doing it so quick. He's always off. He's always off the mark. That kid. So where? All right, chat. Where do you place this? You got 11 pavilions. Where do you place this 1 through 11? Where do you place Germany? I want to see some numbers in the chat where you guys place Germany. Panda, we'll start with you. Where do you place Germany?
I've already given a 7, but then I forgot about Germany, so I moved the other one to 8. Now Germany is 7.
Germany is 7.
Germany 7. Thank you, Vanessa, for Schafferhofer.
What about you, Morgan?
I would say Germany would be 5 or 6. I think it's good, but I'm a sucker for an attraction, so it doesn't really have much. So unless I'm going to eat, that.
It's got really good food. I never think of German food as something I really want to try until I'm there, and they always have always have a great booth for any of the festivals. It's always like apple strudel, and it's always like some type of sausage in a pretzel bun. I
Beer
usually
cheese.
Beer cheese. Yeah, I usually eat whatever's at all those. I usually go like, all right, let me get a little
Sausage in a pretzel bun. That's the worst.
It's not bad, man.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Get it? That's the worst.
Now I get it.
Okay.
I get it now. That joke might not have been much better. Sammy, where do you put it?
I would say 8 or 9.
Really?
Only
that
because
low?
I'm not thrilled with the food and I don't like beer. So I would kind of go 8 or 9.
I would
also,
put
there's
it-
other ones I gotta rate that are better.
I gotta put this one at 3. I see I see 5, 6. I see 8, 9. I see top 5. Only due to snacks. Marla, I 100% agree with you. I put this as high as 3 for me because of it's always got good food, especially during festival time. So yeah, I would have to go with 3 for me. All right, so let's move on to Italy.
Oh, but very quickly, the clock at Germany. Every hour, the little people come out and they ring the bell. It's off by 5 minutes. I waited a whole hour, and I'm at my last 5 minutes, and they came out. My camera wasn't on. I'm like, because it's 5 minutes off. But watch the clock. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that's
Very cool. All right, well, there you go. Now, what about Italy, guys? Now, can I tell you? Can I start with Italy, real quick, and then we'll. As a New Yorker.
Oh God, this is bad.
I put this one at like 10. My favorite part of Italy, of the Italian pavilion, is I think it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, we got some photos of it here. Patty will show you. I can't do the food here. Via Napoli, the pizza via Napoli, I can kind of do. Panda has a good story about the pizza. I believe that was where that pizza window was, right? Where you had that.
Yes.
So maybe you tell that story. Their pizza's decent. It's the only place I like pizza in Disney property. But the food itself, everywhere else, I'm just not a huge fan of. And Panda, I gotta imagine you gotta agree a little bit.
No, it's. I do agree a little bit, but here's the problem: when you move to Florida,
that's as good
and
as
you're here 10 years, you will change and say, "Oh, thank God for this lasagna," because you can't get it anywhere else, even as good, unless you do it yourself. So yes, you are correct. It's not New York Italian food, but when you're here long enough, it's okay. It's okay.
Where would you say it's around like Olive Garden?
No, I think it's got to be a step up from Olive Garden.
Okay.
The lasagna I've had in Tutto Gusto or Tutto Italia has been okay. We've had some other things from there. Their pizza some days I love it, some days I can't stand it. And the window pizza is very different from Via Napoli's pizza, which makes no sense. I mean, it's the same restaurant connected, but it is a whole different ingredient list and everything. I don't know why.
See, Michael says he agrees. Michael knows.
But Michael, when you're from here, Ravello and Wolfgang Puck's pizza is better.
Oh, you know what? Wolfgang. Do you remember the Wolfgang Puck? They had the quick service Wolfgang Puck. I can't think of the name of it now.
Don't get me started, because the bacon wrapped meatloaf was the bomb.
They had their food. That food was amazing, and their breakfast pizza was to die for. The
Ooh.
breakfast
Sad it went
pizza.
away.
Now, I can't believe they got rid of it. It was such a great value too. Maybe one of those values in old Disney property. All right, so we move on to Italy. Who had Italy? Panda, did you have Italy? Go ahead.
I put it up there just because it's the homeland. You know, I do like it the best when they have the food booths for food and wine and stuff because you get some ravioli carbonara, you get some really good stuff out of there. I also like the little wine area there. You can get that raspberry wine, Rosa Regali, and they give it to you with a little dark chocolate. It's a nice little thing.
I love the entertainers, like the little street performers that come by
Yes.
with the soccer balls and stuff, and those guys are pretty good. So
And the masks, the masks are cool on the wall.
and those are cool as well. So
Right,
Beautiful.
Sammy wants one of them.
where would you rate it, Panda?
I got to put that at like 3, just because I do feel some, familiarity with the place. With not that I've been to Italy, I just feel like I belong there, so I go there.
Linda Raymond, I gotta disagree. There is supposed to be sausage in lasagna. I'm sorry.
No, there should not be.
Sausage? Beef?
Ever.
I go
No,
like
there should be beef, not sausage. I'm going to remove you from the stream now. Thank you for coming.
Oh my goodness! Come on, a little bit of
No, sausage takes over. Like grapefruit. Put grapefruit into a fruit pie thing, a fruit bowl. You're going to taste grapefruit on everything. Same thing
It's
with
true.
sausage.
It's very dominant. It's going to
It
taste.
should not
Lynn,
should not
Worthington.
take over your whole thing.
Now,
Just
if you
eat
want a
sausage.
sausage lasagna, then you can maybe ground it up and do it that way. But the sausage is very strong. Takes away from the meat.
Maybe you guys haven't
And
had
sausage
lasagna,
is
and
mystery meat
that's
to
the
me
problem.
anyway.
It is. It's definitely mystery meat. But I make a terrific, mean lasagna. And I put.
Well, you got a lot of meat left over. Let's shove it in an intestinal casing and serve it to people.
It works. It works. All right, girls. Where do you guys put? Where do you ladies put Italy? Sammy.
I'm going to say a 3. I love Italy. I love Via Napoli. I think it's the best spots to take pictures, especially like for my products, my ears and stuff like that. But everywhere you go, it's a great spot for pictures. So it's going to be a 2 for me.
I'm sorry, Linda. Hanona is rolling in her grave. Maybe I'm weird. I like putting it.
You and
loading
Don. Don agrees with you.
I love loading up my lasagna with all sorts of stuff, man. Morgan, where do you put
What
it?
else do you put in it? You just said all
It
sorts
doesn't
of
matter. He only tastes sausage, so it doesn't even matter.
What does it matter? I'm not going to let you ever taste it anyway. You'll never get any of my lasagna. Morgan?
It sounds like a metaphor.
Oh my goodness, I would rate it number 9. I'm on a budget, so when I go to eat, like the pizza window is great, but like a couple people commented, it's not always open, so it makes it a little tricky sometimes.
Yeah, and you know what? You're right. It is pricey for a slice of pizza. Like you get a slice of pizza in New York for like $2.50, $2.25. How much you pay? Yeah, how much you pay for that?
It's got to be $8-9 for sure.
And it's about as good a slice of pizza as you're gonna get outside of New York, and we're in Florida. I have to imagine it's a good slice.
It is.
It's not an $8 slice. That's my only thing. So I would love to see what chat has for where they would put Italy. I didn't see any numbers for Italy, and the guys put your numbers in there where you would rate Italy. I don't. Yeah, I would
10, 9. Not very high. 6. 6 is yeah.
Darlene, I know why you don't have pizza at Disney, because the last time you ate it was at Pizza Planet.
Ouch. All right, guys, we're gonna move over to American Adventure now. Who had American Adventure? Anyone, or will I talk about it? Nobody cared about the good old US of A. Well, guys, there's a lot of good stuff there. Entertainment-wise, you got Voices of Liberty. How fun is it?
That's true.
You guys ever stop and watch Voices of Liberty? Get in the AC for a little bit?
They're incredible.
They are amazing.
Incredible.
Chat. Have you guys ever listened to Voices of Liberty before? I'm curious. If you haven't, you have to. They're definitely worth the wait. Just sit there.
Yep.
They're amazing, and you get in the AC for a little bit too, right? Especially nowadays with this heat. They also got the American Gardens Theater right there, where pretty much everything that happens at all the festivals. Right now, it's what, Joey Fatone right now. I've seen a million people posting about Joey Fatone.
Michelle Atwood from the Main Street Mouse just went and saw Joey Fatone like 3 times. I listened to him. He's not a singer, apparently. I don't know why we all go nuts. Joey Fatone's not a singer. Go
No,
watch a video and tell me what you think.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he could carry a tune. I'll give him that. He can carry it. A tune.
It's like me and you getting up on stage singing, pretty much.
No, it's definitely not like me. I have the voice of an angel. So I just want to put that there. Regal Eagle Smokehouse. Have you guys ever had Regal Eagle Smokehouse?
Yeah, and it was pretty good the last time I was there.
What's your go-to there? Or do you kind of always move around?
No, I just got a burger once, and it was just I don't plan on going there for some reason, but I liked it. It was pretty good.
I usually get the moonshine sour on the outside. Oh, hi, Aiden.
Aiden just kissed mommy. Tell Aiden we said hello.
Hey, Dreamy Deborah. Hey, Uncle Orville.
He says hi.
No privacy at all around this place.
All right, guys. So where would you guys rank American Adventure? Also in the chat, guys, give us a number for American Adventure. What would you rate American Adventure 1 through 11? Where would you put it? You put it as your 5th favorite?
5 for me, yeah.
I think
Maureen?
I'd put it at 7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
I would put it at 10. I don't
Sammy's
know.
not
If
having
I'm at Epcot,
She
I want to
hates America.
She just hates
I want
it.
to eat stuff I don't get to eat.
No,
I
you know
feel
what?
like
I'll be
I
honest.
get it.
I love the Regal Eagle. So my thing is this.
The
I love
art
Regal Eagle
shop,
Smokehouse.
yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's
too.
where I first met Morgan, was in that art shop.
Oh,
was
it
it really?
was.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That was
So
great.
I love the Regal Eagle, but unfortunately I feel like it never sits well in my stomach. Like I love eating it, but then like 20 minutes, half hour goes by, and my stomach starts to feel a little upset. And I don't know if it's always the Regal Eagle that does it, but the few times that I've eaten there, my stomach has gotten upset about a half hour later. And so I love it when I'm there and I'm eating. It just doesn't seem to like really sit and settle in my stomach well. So I'd probably give it I'd probably rank it like number 9 as well. Hey, Rock and Roll DW.
hi,
What's up,
Dan. Hi, Steph.
how you guys doing?
America has the best bathrooms. This is true.
Do you guys like
that's good
the
ones.
the funnel cakes? You guys eat that?
Funnel cakes are okay there.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And then they
They
put
are.
like a brick of ice cream.
That's a great point, Marla. They do have great seating. They have the air conditioning, so it's a good place to kind of just sit and chill.
You don't have to worry about the seat there.
There's also a good Joffrey's right there, right in front of Regal Eagle on the corner.
Oh,
We can get a peach tea, right, Sammy? Hey, Leslie Ojeda.
Usually that's where we lose Gene, and then he goes to the bathroom and hides there for a little bit, and then
And I drink my peach iced teas by myself, so I don't have to share. All right, so let's move on to Japan, guys. Let's move on to Japan. Who had Japan?
Me.
Panda, let's hear about it.
To me, that's really one of the best pavilions. Not just for the food. Forget about the Benihana food. That's great. They had that place. I forgot what it's called on the left. It served a great little chicken teriyaki for like $10. You got your rice, your chicken, very healthy meal, some vegetables. It was good. But the shopping in Japan, come on, guys. The candy, the different things that we've never seen before. I mean, forget they also have like dill flavored crickets. I don't care about that stuff, but it's wild to see.
Mhm.
But I love all the different plants and toys and Funkos and candy. I just love the whole Japanese culture. I do.
and the violet sake. Don't forget that one.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
We have a picture of
It's
that.
so
too.
good.
I didn't even know they had shaved ice there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's
wow.
So good.
Violet
Gorgeous.
sake. Sammy put me onto the violet sake.
It's so sweet. You don't taste the alcohol. And next thing you know, you've chugged the whole thing and you're like, woo, I'm feeling good.
I thought you were saying violent for a long time until just now. I realized it's violet sake. I was like, wow,
Not
does that
violent,
really-
like
Does it make you violent? Yeah.
It
that's
may-
only for the Halloween season.
You know what else they do have there too is, and it's such an underrated spot, is a Katsura Grill, that outside seating area where it's just so dang peaceful. It's like you could just kind of sit there, you get away. It's in the shade for the most part. You're right there, guys.
Yep.
You
Did
get
they
away
just
from
redo it? Like, do we know if it's changed a lot? I haven't seen
I
it.
don't
since
know.
it's
I haven't
changed.
been there. I haven't been there in a couple months, so I don't
Okay.
know. But
Also, the drummers. Vanessa brought this up. Yeah, Vanessa. There you go. The drums are so good. Like whether I'm like on a mission to go to the America Pavilion and get a moonshine sour, like I always have to it's so impressive seeing like the rhythm and the beat and like these large drums. It's so very cool. So definitely.
It's also just a very impressive country. Just the size and the way it looks like it's back, and then they have other buildings that are fake in the way back to look like they do in like Galaxy's Edge to make it look like there's more mountains. The way that pavilion looks, it just strikes me as like really good.
Now, where would you rank Japan, Panda?
3.
Chat, where would you guys rank the Japan? Out of 1 through 11, you got all the countries. Where would you rank that one? You say 3. Sammy, where would you rank Japan?
I would say 3, just only because I love the food, I love the drinks, and I love that in the shops you can find really cool toys. You can get like Transformers, Pokemon stuff. Like it's little cute stuff that you don't see at anywhere else. So I really enjoy seeing even like what is the like Hello Kitty stuff. You can even find that. It's really cool. So for me, I would say it's a 3.
You can see from chat. Now we're seeing like a lot of 2s, 3s, 4s. I see a 5, but yeah, Japan seems to be a fan favorite because I'm seeing a lot of high numbers, or I guess low numbers, but high scores for it. 2 or 3 for Lauren and Mark. So yeah, I would personally, I would probably put this at around 4. I think. I love Katsura Grill. I love that little spot right there. You need to take a little break. You take a load off there. You can sit. It never gets crowded there. I feel like not a lot of people know about it, so you can kind of sit there and you kind of take a load off and take your time and kind of relax. I love the hibachi at Teppanyaki.
Teppanyaki.
Teppanyaki or Teppanyaki?
Oh, it's Teppanyaki.
I've been corrected at times saying Teppanyaki.
Does anybody think it's Teppanyaki?
I don't know
it
what
sounds
it
like
is.
you're adding extra syllables into it the way you're saying.
Needlessly too, right? Morgan, what do you rate Japan?
I think I would rank it 2. I think it's just so beautiful. And I know this is only a festival thing, but the frushi is in Japan, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
that was good.
Yeah. So
Well,
I
Only
like it.
sushi I eat.
I'm 1/8 Japanese, so I have a little bit of connection there. And I've been to Tokyo Disneyland. And when I was trying to learn Japanese on Duolingo, the app and stuff, I went to a cast member working there at the Japan Pavilion. I'm like, am I pronouncing this right? And it was like a very basic saying and stuff. And she was so excited that I was pronouncing it right. She's like, oh, you're doing so great. And I was like, oh my gosh. And just everything. It was so wonderful. So that's always like a little magical moment.
Oh, so Robbie Suit says it's Teppanyaki.
Yeah, the way we were saying it, Teppanyaki.
But he says, I think it's Edo, not Edo.
I think he's just showing it to you that way for phonetic purposes.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
So Frank Wassman says about that new sushi shop, which does look like it's going to be really good. Hey, we got 100 likes, guys. Thank you so much for the 100 likes. What do we have in chat right now?
Can we get 200 tonight, you guys?
I'm in a different room, so I don't have a screen in front of me.
We have 93 in the chat.
5 a little while ago. Now it says 98 for me, but it could be 93.
Okay, so that means there's probably a couple people here that didn't hit that like yet, guys. Do us a favor, hit that like button for us. And we would really, really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, so both China and Japan are pretty much obsessed with pandas. Actually, no, it's China really. If I have a place where I have to go for safety because somebody's coming after me, I'm going to China. The Chinese people are going to huddle around me and protect me. And I know this.
You and Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peaches.
There you go. So yeah, listen, the Violet Sake, A+, Mitsukashi, A+, Katsura Grill, A+, Teppanyaki. This is definitely, I say 4, but you know what? I might even bump it up to a 2 or a 3. I'm really thinking I might have to.
Do it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give it a. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna put it up to 3. So guys, we're gonna go over some more. We got Morocco to talk about, France, the UK, Canada. And then we got a bunch of news and updates in Disney to go about. But first, we're going to just do a quick commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to have a trivia question for you guys to win a $100 gift card to Happiness is Addictive. So don't leave during the commercial break. Watch the commercial. It's going to be for Happiness is Addictive. So maybe you see some ideas of something that you want to get with your $100 gift card if you win the trivia question once we come back. Pat, let's take a break.
Happiness is addictive. Passionate about spreading laughter and creating smiles worldwide. Happiness is Addictive brings our global community together through humor, optimism, cheer, hopefulness, and merriment. Happiness is addictive. Happiness is addictive.
All right. So, guys, we have a trivia question for you. You can win a $100 gift card to Happiness is Addictive, the company for the commercial. You just saw it right now. If you don't win it, still go check out their website because they have some really fantastic clothes, great shirts, great dresses, a bunch of other things they got there. Go check them out. They do a tremendous job. The owner, Christine, is a fantastic, top-notch person. You're really dealing with a lot of quality when you deal with them. So make sure you go check them out. Panda, give us our trivia question for the night. Oh, wait. Before you give it, I just want to give the rule real quick. First correct answer wins the gift card. The first correct answer wins it.
Okay, and it could even be similar. It doesn't have to be exact. It could be similar. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's the answer. We'll see. The question is, when Disney gives a bad smell in a ride, such as the skunk in Journey into Imagination or Claire de Room, what scent are they actually using? Ooh. It is a common scent that makes us go, ugh, but if you knew what it was, you probably wouldn't go, ugh.
Yeah, Panda, when you told me that earlier this year, we got it. Jason got it.
Oh, look at that.
A lot of people got it. Burnt coffee.
Yeah.
Who got it first?
Jason Wilbrandt.
Wow.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, me too. See, because our fans know stuff.
Hey, Jeff from DisNerds Dream in the house too. Yeah, you know what? Before we did this, I was like, guys, maybe we should do a different trivia question. I feel like this might be kind of hard. Who would know this? But it seems like a lot of people are getting this right. So
okay, and you know what? I'm going to add to this prize.
Oh,
I have an extra fig pin of Pete, who's my favorite. I have two of them, so I'm going to give away one. If you could tell me, and somebody might have already, but we're going to start fresh. What kind of coffee? It's a specific thing that's done to the coffee to make it smell. The first person that tells me that gets a fig pin.
Ooh, so let's see who gets this one.
What kind of coffee? What did they do to the coffee? They cooked it.
Oh,
Jolene got. Oh no, Joni
Baloney.
Joni Baloney, you got it.
Joni Baloney.
It's burnt coffee. And I wonder. My guess is, are they buying the coffee? Are they buying a smell called burnt coffee, or are they literally just going to Starbucks being like, give us the old grind? It would be so simple.
I think they're probably buying it, but I'm sure it could be either one. So, all right. So, congratulations. So, wait, who are the two winners now, real quick, so we don't forget?
Jason Wilbrandt and Joni Baloney.
Joni Baloney. Should I write that down, or do you have it? I'll write it down.
Please. I don't have a pen here.
Patty really should be writing this down because he's the producer, but
Oh, that's right. Our producers got it undercover.
He probably
already nailed the prizes out already.
I've known him a long time. I'm sure he probably doesn't have it under control. So, I've known him a long time. He's never had anything under control. So, there you go.
For those that don't know, the producer, Patty, is Gene's brother, so he's allowed to do this to him. But we love Patty. We stand behind him. We protect Patty the way the Chinese protect the pandas.
Yes.
Hey, Speed Clips in the house. CC in the house. So, DisNerds Dream says all Starbucks smells burnt to him. That's a good point. Hey, if you haven't, go check out his live streams. He's a tremendous live streamer, guys. Go check out.
Who is this?
DisNerds Dream. Jeff from DisNerds Dream does a tremendous live streaming. Go check him out. I love watching him.
All Starbucks smell like burnt.
It could be kind of true. It could be. I actually just had a K-cup of Starbucks in this because I needed to wake myself up. No sleep. All right, guys, we're going to be on to Morocco now. Morocco, I feel, is a very... Oh, I see a cringe. You don't find it...
Because the rest... It's not fully open, so I feel like it's kind of a... Sad country.
But when it's fully operational, what do we love about it? Did anybody have Morocco specifically? Like, it's beautiful. Look at the decor. It's beautiful. That fountain.
Gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. Can I tell you a quick, funny mom story? My mom, who's no longer with us. At 65, she passed of pancreatic cancer. But she was a funny Italian lady that didn't get out of the house much. And when she did, she had no filter at all. So I took her to Morocco, and we're going around, and she says things to people that I just want to put myself... Sammy's going to laugh at this. I'm Morgan too, I hope. I want to put myself into a box and get away. She goes up to the counter where the guy's selling stuff in the bazaar area, and she goes, "It's so authentic." And I'm like, how does she know? She hasn't been out of Long Island. She knows Morocco. She goes, "I feel like I could be robbed at any moment." I was like, "Ma, that is so embarrassing. These lamps, are they made out of people's skin?" I'm like, "Ma, what do you think the Moroccans are? Like killing people and it's like real. I'm going to get robbed at the bazaar. I'm like, stop. She thinks she's complimenting them, and I'm like,
That's good.
so it is a
moms.
there is a nice bazaar type atmosphere of marketing place. Feel like you can haggle with the people, but you can't. It feels nice.
Yeah.
It looks nice. It looks.
The marketplace is definitely legit looking. They have that real feel to it. They do. I mean, I've never been there, but things that you see on TV and stuff. Spice Road Table is fantastic. Tangerine Cafe is fantastic. You also got the meet and greet with Aladdin and Jasmine. So
It's very hidden back there.
It is. It definitely
is.
I would love to know in the chat. Where do you guys put Morocco out of 1 through 11? Out of the 11 countries, where do you guys put Morocco out of 1 through 11? I'm curious what the number is on this one.
Unless the belly dancer is out singing 9. I'm sorry, I didn't know who you were going with first.
We can start there. I was going to switch it up a little bit, but let's start with Panda.
I say 9,
9.
But I like when the performers are there, the musical people.
Sammy, what do you have it as?
I would say 11.
Okay.
Other than it is beautiful, and I love taking pictures there, but that's about it. I would do 11.
Probably put it around the same. Just because there's not much really to do there. It's pretty, but you kind of like, all right, you kind of walk through it. That's a good point. It makes a good point, Jeff. Morgan, what do you say?
I would put it at 10 only because during the Festival of the Arts is like usually you just skip right past it, but usually they have the Disney UnderGround gallery art is usually there at least the last couple of years, and I love all their art, and it's like 4 or 5 booths of it. Other than that, like for only festival purposes, I really just rush right past it to go to the next one.
Jared Mariyama is one who does a lot of the UnderGround stuff.
Oh, his stuff is great.
Let me tell you something. And have you ever met him before?
No.
I think
Marla. Marla, is that the one that you meet? I want to see if she does, because she meets these people and gets art from them. I think that's the guy.
I've interviewed him a handful of times. He is one of the nicest guys on the planet. Super accommodating too. I think every time we've ever reached out, he was like gladly came on the show. We should have him come on our show once we get the Festival of the Arts.
Absolutely,
that'd be a nice time to have.
Also, Ashley Taylor's always there, and I've had her on my podcast, and she's just a wonderful artist. Her teacher in college said that she was never going to be a good artist, and then now she's a Disney artist for UnderGround. So she's
there you go. Dreams
a wonderful human.
Matt Colson's probably 11. Looks cool, but no ride, no food, or not much to speak. That's exactly what I think. I'm in the same boat as you, Matt. It's cool because it looks really cool, but there's really not. There's like what's this? What's it? All sizzle, no steak, or no steak, no sizzle.
All side dishes, no main course.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It looks great. If they had a ride in there, they should do like Aladdin's Magic Carpet ride, but like not like the one they got in Magic Kingdom. I mean, like kind of like a 3D kind of,
like a show type of thing.
And I'm just realizing Sammy could do a great Jasmine if she wanted to.
Oh yeah,
I could. Especially my hair is so long now. It's growing.
There you go.
Sammy, was it an Esmeralda I sent you? There was a Esmeralda in one of the parks.
Yes.
And I'm like, I did a double take. I'm like, is this Sammy? I said it to you. I'm like, Sammy, you look, if not exactly like her, but better than her. I was like, you could easily do it Esmeralda for sure.
I'll have to cosplay, do some ears and cosplay.
There you
We'll have
go.
to check that out. Hey, Pete McDevitt in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Pete.
Pete, I hope I didn't get killed in that draft. I had someone help me with my draft since I'm here. Hopefully, I didn't get killed. Me and Peter are in the same. We're in a fantasy football league, and I had someone help me out my draft while I was here, and I hope they did not screw me up. People let me know, I'm sure. So I had my list of what I wanted. Hopefully, they did me justice. All right, so let's move on to France. I think France is going to be high on a lot of people's. While we're talking, I want the chat. Give us what yours. Where do you rate France 1 through 11? Where's France for you guys?
So I want to say hi to Corinne. I met her this week with Panda, and she's so wonderful. Yeah, she's here. Yay!
Oh, I didn't see her. Sorry, Corinne.
Oh, there she is. Spice Road Table is great. It usually has a walk-up availability. That's true, and it's pretty good. Is that where you get the hummus fries at Spice Road Table? Am I thinking of the right place?
Wow, it took me a minute to realize you said hummus fries. I thought you said homeless fries. Yes.
No.
Hummus fries.
Nope,
yes.
said hummus. I got 2 Jets players. That's for this year. That's going to be good. Thank you, Nick. Thanks, Nick. I'll take the Jet players this year. Hopefully, we have a draft for me to draft like 5 quarterbacks and like 1 running back, hopefully, and 3 defenses and 4 kickers. So we'll see. Jeff from Disney Dream says France is a solid 3. So who had France to talk about? Who's going to talk about France?
I have France.
All right, go ahead.
So I really like France. Not only do they have the Ratatouille ride, I think it's so beautiful to walk around into these little shops. They have like where they engrave perfumes, and they have like it's just so beautiful to walk around. They have the little crepe place. They have a little tiny ice cream shop, which is so cute. Yeah, they also have the Beauty and the Beast, show. I think that France, for me, it wouldn't be my top 3 because it's hard to beat like Mexico and Italy and Japan for me. But I would say I'm going to have to put it at my top 4 just because it's so cute and it's relaxing. Like if you just want to kind of go through shop by shop, you just kind of like don't want to do much, you just want to walk around. It is really good. And also liquor's also really good. They have
the wine.
The wine.
And the slushy.
I'm a wine girl, and the wine slushie.
The Grand Marnier slush. What about the Grand Marnier slush? You ever have that?
Yes.
I think
it's amazing.
I had it with your daughter.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, what did you say, Sam?
Super chat.
I think that was one of the drinks that I had with Angie.
Oh, thank you so much, Sam. We really, really appreciate that. $19.99 from Sam. We always appreciate it. Thank you so much. With my Angie, with Angelique.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really, really good.
We had our little. And then they have the pink rozos.
Like a rosé kind of thing.
Yeah, I think we had that one.
Okay.
That one was really good, especially if it's hot. You'll down any slushy drink.
Especially how it has been this summer. What about Impressions de France? Are we a fan?
It's nice once or twice.
You got it.
You can sit in it though.
That's
so it gets a little bit higher ranking.
Okay, so I have a confession about France that I don't know if I should tell everyone.
Uh-oh.
There is a food item there that I'm literally like fat guy obsessed with, and it's bad. It's not a bad food. It's just I am obsessed. They have in the bakery in the back, you can just get a croissant with bacon, egg, and cheese for $10. It is this big. It'll feed 2 people. But it's bacon, egg, and cheese and a hot toasty croissant, and you sit there and it's oh my god! You need 24 hours, not just breakfast. So many times that's my dinner, $10.
Okay, but my question is, how is the bacon? Is it crispy or
Crispy
is it soggy?
all the time. It's always good.
Okay, you
I
sold
can't
me.
believe it. It's absolutely. I've taken it out and looked at it. It's crispy bacon, which I think they pre-cook it before it's in the sandwich, so it's really good.
Sam says we're his favorite weekly show. So Sam, we really appreciate that. That means a lot to us. Thank you so much, Sam.
Especially because we're new, to have people say it's their favorite.
Yeah, we're only 9 episodes in, so we really appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given us so far. Lynn Workinger says that Chef de France is where her son got engaged. So that's awesome. I got married at the boardwalk and actually had my wedding photos done in a couple of the countries. France was one of the ones that we had I think some of the best pictures we had done with there. So and Corinne Anderson, great point. Impressions of France needs an update. It does need an update.
Oh, it does. It does.
So that is true. That is true. But you know what? Do you ever have the it's in the brioche bun? You get the ice cream in the brioche bun. They kind of they press it down.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Really? I did because the bun to me was like raw, and I was like, if I'm gonna do ice cream, I want a toasted waffle. That bun just to me was like Wonder Bread with ice cream.
Me and my daughter get it every time. In fact, that's like one of our go-tos.
I'm sure everybody loves it. It's just not.
I can't think of the name of it offhand. I think it's like.
I think it's exactly what you said. A brioche ice cream.
Is that all it is? I thought it had like a fancy name.
There might be a name. There might be.
So you can get that at I'm going to butcher this. La Artisan des Glaces. I think I said that right. And then they get and they got the bakery right there. We can get yourself a croque monsieur.
And it's so cute.
And that's a great gift shop too, right in front of Les Halles. Like that gift shop. We used to have a thing where every time we'd go in, we'd have to get a different. They'd always have like an Eiffel Tower with a different character on it every time we went. You go once a year. There's always a different kind of character. And that my daughter has she must have 12 of them at this point. Just so she collects these.
What are they? Teddy bears?
No, it's actually it's an Eiffel Tower, and one might have Mickey standing next to it, or one has Stitch on it. One has this little wire thing so it's like Tinkerbell flying around it.
That's pretty cool.
And so it was like a tradition. Every time we went to Disney, every year we would get one of these Eiffel Towers.
If you need me to check if there's a new one, tell me.
Well, I'll be local very soon, so I appreciate that. But
you'll start to love the pizza out here because you'll have no other choice.
I'll have no other choice. Yep. That and flippers. That's
process by elimination.
And Giordano's. All right, so where do you guys rank France? Panda, you first.
Got to be like, I keep I'm putting into 4 and 5, but France is like 6. I do love it though.
Morgan?
I would put it. I can't know what I'm going to put for 1, but I think I'm going to put this as 1.
Really?
I think so. Yeah. Because you got a
It does
ride,
have
you got
everything.
good food. Yeah, there's like just a little bit of everything, and they do it fairly well. So I'm gonna put it at 1.
I might put it at 1 myself, and it's because it always, whenever we would go to Disney, when we travel, we always, I'd say 9 times out of 10, stay at the boardwalk, and we'd always go through the international gate to come into the Epcot, and we would always hit France always first. There would be times if we had a park hopper, we would go to France just for breakfast. And this is back when they had the regular park hoppers where you didn't have to wait till 2 o'clock. You could go whenever you wanted. We would go in, get breakfast, and then go wherever else we were going to go throughout the day because we were staying at the boardwalk. You get breakfast over at La Halle's. So it has a special place in my heart. I'm not a huge fan of French food, French cuisine for the most part. Like I love a croque monsieur, don't get me wrong, but like to eat it like Chef de France it's not for me. But that pavilion has such an important part in my heart that I think I would put it at 1 for that reason. So, hey, Greg in the house. What up, my man? Filled in for Sammy last week. Did a great job.
Oh, Greg.
We appreciate that. Before I leave New York, get down here. You live on such. I hear you, man. I hear you. Sammy, where do you rank France?
I would say 4. It's one of the countries where I spend a lot of time in that I could walk around. And if I'm in the mood for sweets, I do got my crepe and I do got, the ice cream. And I love the ride Ratatouille.
Me too.
So
It's funny. Linda Raymond says I need to bring a suitcase full of bagels. But Pen, do you remember when I came down like 2 years ago? I brought bagels and we couldn't link up, and I was like, I got like a dozen bagels for you, bro.
You can do that again. I will find you this time. Bring onion bagels.
Every time I come down, I have to have bagels for a bunch of different people. In fact, the Steve, the owner of Gideon's Bakehouse, we had a deal where I would bring him bagels. He would hook me up with cookies. So, and let's face it, a dozen bagels is a lot cheaper than a dozen Gideon's cookies, but he would hook me up every time
because he can't get that anywhere else.
Yeah. So shout out to Steve, owner of Gideon's. But I would come in. Usually, what I would do is I'd meet him at the East End Market one, just because it was less crowded. I could kind of walk in and I didn't have to wait online. I can bring him the bagels, and I'd bring like 2 dozen bagels. And so one time I got there, he was running late, so he wasn't there yet. But all his staff knew me as the bagel guy. Oh, the bagel guy's here, the bagel. So I would always, because I was every time I'd come to Florida.
If you bring me bagels, I will also refer to you as the bagel guy for as long as you
got it. So you got. I will definitely be bringing some bagels when I come down in. I'm coming down in October. Coming down for good about a month after that. So I will definitely be bringing I will be the hookup, the bagel hookup. So in fact, I got to reach out to Steve and let him know that I'll be bringing the bagels for him too. Maybe I'll meet him over at East End Market. But yeah, so that was always I was the bagel guy at Gideon's. So all right, so we're gonna move over to the UK pavilion. Who had UK? Anyone?
I did.
Let's
There's 3 things I love. I love the characters. I love the shops, and I love the Welsh dragon in the bar there. That is what I love about it, and it's just adorable. Thank you so much, Leslie. I got another super chat.
Oh, thank you so much, Leslie. We really appreciate that.
Oh, and we're your first super chat sticker. Oh, that's so cool.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, Marla, look, we got a lot of number ones here. Look, Marla says it's her number 1. King of Miami says number 1.
I'm surprised.
Tips, the flowers, yes. The Winnie the Pooh, yes. I love characters.
Pete, what's your Pete's in the chat? Pete, what's your favorite country in all of Epcot? I'm really curious what yours would be. Hey, my man Rob. Hey, you know what else? Speaking of Rob, he's in the house. You know why he's biased? And let me tell you, my man Piano Rob, my Disney companiero, we used to have that show together. He actually, I don't know if you guys know, he performs. There he is right there.
Oh, cool.
He is at Rose and Crown. I actually asked him to send me that today because I knew we were going to talk about it. I said, hey, you have a picture of you performing over at Rose and Crown?
Very nice.
So yeah, he is always at Rose. Well, not always at Rose and Crown, but you can catch him at Rose and Crown from time to time. Also the Boathouse and all over Orlando. So make sure you guys go check out Piano Rob, good friend of ours of the show. Love that guy. They do have really good entertainment. Also, my favorite Disney movie is Mary Poppins. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that. If I haven't, it's Mary Poppins. I don't know if Pete's saying F Italy or that's a typo when he meant to say Italy.
No, I think it's a typo and he means Italy.
Because I myself sometimes say that because of the food there not being as good as New York. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the Mary Poppins meet and greet I love. Because
Fiddly just sounds like Pete's in a gym together. I'm sorry. Wouldn't that be great? Let's just open up a gym that has good, healthy pizza. Fiddly. Done.
You could lift your pizza.
No, but think how rich. Where are you going? I'm going to go to Fiddly.
Yeah, it's a gym, a pizza place gym. There you go. So just weighted pizza, extra toppings is more reps. And, but they got this. So yeah. So now, what do you like better, Morgan? Is it the Mary Poppins or is it Alice in Wonderland? If you had to pick one or the other, who do you like better?
I feel like I could have a more interesting conversation with Alice because, you know, her story, there's a lot more going along in her story. Whereas Mary Poppins, like, I just feel like I need to be on my best behavior and, you know, sit up straight and, you know, chin up and everything and make sure I have my medicine and all of that. But I know I see a lot of people mentioning the Mary Poppins attraction, and for what it was going to be that ended up getting canceled, it did not look very good. So I'm almost okay with canceling it, but it does need something back there.
I'll tell you what, though, just for representation, I would have been happy with it. She is so not represented anywhere other than that one little meet and greet.
But which would you prefer, though? What would you still say the same if it was the newer Mary Poppins or the original Mary Poppins?
I mean,
because it was going to be based off of the newer Mary Poppins with
yeah. I listened.
What's her name?
I would Emily Blunt, right?
Emily Blunt, yes.
I would take it if that's all I could get, but I would much prefer the Julie Andrews. That's the one. Same. In fact, I didn't like the Mary Poppins Returns. It wasn't a film that I cared for. But the original, like I said, it was my grandmother used to love that movie. So because of that, I used to love that movie. I'm Mary Poppins, right from Guardians of the Galaxy. So that would be why I would put that pretty high as far as the meet and greets as Mary Poppins. But also Rose and Crown, great food, great entertainment there. Piano Rob's just one of the guys that you're going to get to hear over there. They also have the band. What's the name of the band again? Does anyone remember the name of the band?
Oh, it was the Beatles band. What was it?
Was it British Revolution? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Ooh.
British Revolution.
They were great too. So where would you guys rate the UK Pavilion 1 through 11?
A lot of you guys put it really high. They were saying 1, 2.
I saw a bunch of high ones. Yeah.
1 fish and chips. 1, 1, 1.
Yeah, there you go. So where do you put it, Morgan?
I don't know what I've put for 3 and 4, but it would be in the top 4 for sure because I do really enjoy it, but I do like France the best.
They got a lot of cool soccer gear there in the shops. I feel like, right? And they got tees, a lot of tees. Panda, where do you put that one?
You know, if it's for food, a little higher. If it's not, I don't stop there much except for the Tea Hut. I love the Tea Hut.
The Tea Hut is great.
I buy a lot of stuff there. Almost every trip, I load up on stuff to take it home. But that's about it. I wish there was an attraction there.
Sammy?
I kind of agree with Panda. I mean, other than the fish and chips, I really don't stop there much. So it would kind of be a little high for me. Maybe an 8. I forgot what my 8 was. It's hard to keep track.
Yes. You should have wrote it all down.
It's in the area though, kind of like in that area though, like around that bottom third of the list. I see.
But it is hard if you start in Mexico, and by the time you get to UK, you're full.
Yeah.
So sometimes I pass UK. I'm like, oh, I'll just wait because I'm hoping for Canada.
Yeah, because Canada always got some good stuff too with Le Cellier right there. In fact, that's going to bring us to Canada. Who had Canada? Anyone?
Me.
Sammy, tell us about Canada.
So one of the cool things the shops is one of my favorites. Aiden and I are obsessed with getting their syrup. I know it sounds really weird.
No. The maple syrup is great. Yeah.
The syrup's really good. It's actually seasonal where they have the big bottle, but then when that's not in season, they carry the small one, which is pretty disappointing because it's like 2 pancakes and that's it. It's really small. It's like, not enough. But I really like it. I love the food, especially the pretzels. I think that's where Aiden gets his maple popcorn shake.
Yes. I
haven't tried it just because I can't get past the popcorn and
it doesn't make sense, right?
It doesn't make sense to me. But he says it's the best milkshake he's ever had. So I will give it to him. But I do love, like I said, the pretzels. I love the cheddar and bacon soup. I just wish it was a little bit cooler in Miami or in Orlando to be able to enjoy it, like truly enjoy the soup. Because usually where I'm like, I'll take a couple and I kind of give it to Joey or Aiden. And it's not because it's bad. It's hot. So you're already dying of heat. So I wish it was a little bit cooler for that to be able to enjoy it. I also, drink wise, I don't really drink too much. I'm pretty plain. I'm either a wine girl or a slushy or just water or juice. I'm not, but I like Canada. I love just walking around. The shops is so cool to see the different stuff that they have. My stepbrother is half Canadian, so it gives me a little bit of him. So I think for me, Canada's up there for me.
Greg nails it. I'll tell you what, Apple Orchard not being there this year has got to be a little bit of a blow, because it was always a good place to go getting some AC. In fact, Morgan, is that where we first met in person?
We didn't first meet there. We spent I was helping you do a food and wine video, and we spent a lot of time there, and that was about 2 years ago.
But that was like that first time we met, though. Was that?
Yes.
Okay,
Awesome.
So I was there, and so again, like Apple Orchard was always like just a great spot. You could get out of the heat a little bit. And DisNerds Dream says they were supposed to have the Beaver Tails for food and wine, and they canceled on him. They canceled on all of us because I was looking forward to that too. Canada is dead to him. That and the wildfires that threw the smoke over here, right? That's the big thing. So yeah, what else is there about Canada for you guys that you guys love? Like, what about Le Cellier?
I've been there once, or no, twice, and it fortunately was on someone else's dime. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone. And I was very fortunate. And I remember going on like as a date with a significant other that was visiting, and he was like, it was still very new, and he's a foodie, wanted to try the best food in town, and I was like getting like the most expensive thing, and he's like, no, I know what you're doing, get whatever you want. And so he got the most expensive thing, and I got the second most expensive thing, and it was so good. I can't remember what it was because it was like 10 years ago, but it was just the overall atmosphere. We got dressed up, it was so nice. Love it.
It's been pretty good.
Hey, kind of masters in the house.
Yeah.
Would you put it up there as one of the best steaks on property?
I've had better, but it was still good. I thought Citrico's was better.
I've never had a steak at Citrico's. Is that good?
The filet mignon at Citrico's was phenomenal.
Ooh,
I don't think I've had better. Really? Even Gico wasn't as good as Citrico's. Citrico's was the best filet mignon I've ever had.
Mary T. Wells said the best food in the basement.
It does feel like you're being held captive down there, right? It's very dim. It feels like a dungeon a little bit. But and someone was saying to me the other day, like they need to update this place. I'm like, but it's supposed to be. That's the vibe it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a wine cellar.
A cellar,
It's
supposed
to be a cellar. So
and if you do it during the day, and then you're down there for an hour, maybe two, and you come out and it's blazing sun, you're like,
you know what? I've never done it during the day before. I've always done it for dinner.
You come out and you're blinded.
You know what? Great call out, DisNerds Dream. Shula's is fantastic.
Is it? I've never done it.
Oh, it's really good, man. It's really good. Don Shula has a joint at the Dolphin Hotel, and that is actually a fantastic steak. Hey, Dad builds in the house. What's up, Chris? So where does everybody put their rating for Canada? Panda, what do you rate it?
It's very low for me. I'm going to say like 10.
Really?
Because unless I'm eating there, I don't stop there.
Mm-hmm. Same. I would say 9, 10.
Really? I'm surprised. Sammy?
I would say a 5. I really do like.
I'd give it 5
soup.
too.
The soup is really good, and I do like my syrup. I just can't wait for it to be in season. I want a big syrup.
Sammy, have you done
a mini one.
Sammy, have you done Le Cellier yet? Have you done Le Cellier yet? We got to get on Joey about that. We got to make that happen because you need to try Le Cellier.
Let's make it happen. Let's do it.
You got to make sure. And I see Linda Raymond says it's number 1, so that that's it's high. I think I go 5 just because there's so many other good ones, but I definitely love the Canada Pavilion. Jolene Wingard gives it a 10. So yeah, she's up there with you. She's with you guys, Panda and Morgan. So
it's not that it's bad. There's just, like we said, there's better ones. There's better pavilions.
Yeah, 10 is like. Well, I look at it this way: is there a bad pavilion, really? Honestly,
no.
Like if someone says, "Hey, you got to spend the day hanging out in your 11th favorite pavilion," you'd get over it.
Yes.
Right. So there you go. Guys, so everyone in the chat right now, since we've gone through all the countries, we've talked about a lot of the stuff in the countries. Everybody in the chat, now give us what your number one country is. I want to see that chat go nuts with everybody giving us their number one country. Pete already said it before. Italy was his, although he did call it Fiddly. But we want to see what everybody else's favorite country in the chat is, and then let's go around the horn right here. Panda, your favorite country?
I'm going with Mexico, and I don't know why.
I get it.
That's the one would be if you have to get rid of. I'm going with Mexico.
I get it.
My
Morgan,
number one.
What's your number one? France. Sammy.
Mexico. I'll take all the tacos, margarita, and then just leave me in the Tres Caballeros ride.
Yes.
You know what?
I love the way she said that. The
Well,
Tres
see-
Caballeros ride.
Leave me there.
Yeah, you know what it is? You got attraction, ride, you got food, you got ambiance. It's got everything where the other countries have one or two. This has all of it.
Yeah. And you got that La Cava del Tequila, which is pretty fantastic. So, hey, Andrew Prince, how you doing?
We got a nice variety in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Great.
Definitely.
Gene, what about you? What's your number one?
It's so hard for me to pick because I have so many important ones. Like France is important to me for like sentimental reasons. Mexico is one of my favorite just because of like what you guys said of all the stuff there, and you finally get some representation from Donald Duck in a park. I don't know if I can honestly say. I know it's a cop out. I can honestly say I don't think I have a favorite pavilion. Like I have them where they're like, all right, like
no, you got to pick one. You got to pick one because we all had to make this hard decision.
Mm-hmm.
Just pick one. If they said you were closing them all up except one, which do you want to save?
Oh,
you'd probably say France.
Probably say France.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Two
fair.
France, two Mexico. And honestly, Mexico would be my number two for very similar reasons why I like France. So
there you go. So guys, and I saw a lot of great answers there. Again, this is one of those ones where there is no wrong answer. It's what you like, number one, and number two. They're all great. They're all great, and I love how they bring in people from each of their own countries to come in. What do they call that?
The college program?
It's not the college program. It's something. It's
the program.
It's like the international program, but there's a name for it. But I love how they do that. So guys, we're gonna actually get into some news and some updates of stuff that's going around on Disney property and Universal. We're done with the main topic. Although I think Panda, you have to before
you do that. By the time the next quick commercial is done, I will not be here. I was asked to be a guest on the Disney Nerds podcast, so I'm gonna get some stuff ready and then run over there. But don't think I'm abandoning you because usually I will be here for the entire hour and a half. Usually, so he's running over there. But these guys will take care of you.
He'll be back next week for sure. I hope he'll be back.
Of course.
So we have a quick commercial break to hear from our travel sponsor. So we're going to play that. And we come back. We'll talk about some news and updates in the Disney parks.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Thompson, owner of MC Travel Company, formerly Mouse Class Travel. What started with a dream of building magical vacations for everyone at Disney World has now turned into creating magical vacations worldwide. We're 75% repeat and referral. That's because when clients first came to us, they came to us for our expert planning inside theme parks at Walt Disney World and Disneyland, as well as Universal. But now we have diversified and are now selling vacations worldwide. The reason why you would want to book with me is because no matter which vacation you book, you get the same group of hardworking agents all working on your vacation. There is not one single agent at my agency that you work with. When you book with us, you become our family. That means that the entire team at MC Travel Company works for you. We each specialize in a portion of your vacation and then bring it all together in the end for you to enjoy. So for your next vacation, consider MC Travel Company. And thank you, Panda, for allowing us to sponsor this channel. Have a magical day.
MC Travel, guys, make sure you go check them out. If you're looking to book a trip, they are fantastic. In fact, one of the things that they have, we always joke around about, is they have, what do we always say, 0% failure? 100%
failure, 100% accuracy. Yep.
on getting your dining. They do a great job. Make sure you get that all that dining that you guys want to get. Every restaurant you want to get, they usually have 100%. Not usually, they have 100% accuracy on getting you that restaurant. So make sure you give them a call, check them out. And there's that. So guys, we're going to talk first about some of the news. Pat, you bring up the news. Vanellope meet and greet at Epcot closes permanently for Figment. Adios, Vanellope. Are we excited that we're going to at least get Figment, or like, is this bittersweet?
Go ahead, Sammy.
Sad. I liked the meeting Vanellope and Ralph. I mean, as much as I want to meet,
hasn't been there for a minute, so it's been just Vanellope's situation lately.
But I
think they should bring Ralph back. But
I always felt like he would have come back. I'm going to say I'm a little sad about this, even though I'm happy to see Figment. But I don't know. I like Vanellope.
Closed on August 19th. It originally opened back in 2019. Figment is due to start on it looks like September 22nd. And they say Joy from Inside Out also may be leaving soon, although no major word on that.
That I'm upset about.
So yeah. So what's your take on this one, Morgan?
I think thinking about it, like Wreck-It Ralph, the first one, I just had to look it up, came out in 2012, and then the second one came out in 2018. So I feel like, as spunky and amazing as Vanellope is, I feel like she's slowly becoming irrelevant in comparison to like Figment or Joy. Like Joy, do not get rid of. That is such a like sentimental movie for a lot of people in a lot of different ages. But like Vanellope and Bradley, I think like, all right, her time is done. Go hang out with the princesses in their dressing room and stuff like that. That'll be fun. But in a nice way.
Figment's huge. Figment meet and greet is huge, though, I really think, for Epcot.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he's so involved with everything now, right? Ever since that popcorn bucket thing, where everybody went nuts over the popcorn bucket. It makes sense to have a meet and greet for him. I'm excited for that. Also coming up is the Mirabelle meet and greet. That's going to be the opening date for that. I believe is September 15th, and it's going to be at Fairy Tale Gardens in Fantasyland at Magic Kingdom. And this is going to replace Brave. Are you guys okay with replacing Brave?
We talked about this a while ago, and Brave Merida does not get as much attention, so I was really sad.
Mirabelle doesn't get any.
Well, not at Disney World, but Mirabelle is and Mirabelle's on
Disneyland. I believe they already have the meet and greet at Disneyland, so they're kind of just bringing it over here now.
I know Mirabelle's been on the floats during like the cavalcades and stuff. I do think Mirabelle should get her own spot, but like Brave already has so little, like let her get anything. But I'm very excited for Mirabelle, and I think this is going to be such a popular meet and greet spot, and she's just such a fun character. So I'm very excited for this, even though I'm sad Merida's gone.
You know, Vanessa just asked if Figment was Dreamfinder. I don't believe it's going to be, but I think they said there was rumors that eventually they could bring Dreamfinder back as well, I believe. Mm-hmm. But I don't believe initially it's going to have Dreamfinder. So it won't originally. It'll just be Figment. Yeah, so it's going to be, and she's going to be in front of the Casita artwork. So I listen. I think this is going to be a cool experience. We miss Merida, I guess, a little bit, but I'm glad to see Mirabelle get a little bit of love on the East Coast. So also another not so much a meet and greet, but more like just an appearance is The Mandalorian. The appearance times are going to be added to my Disney app. In Galaxy's Edge, and here's the times for them. So 9:45. I know, right? 9:45, 10:45, 11:45, 1:25, and 2:35. So you're gonna see him. You have 5 chances a day to see him, and you can actually.
He looks like a cool meet and greet.
Yeah,
like I see him in Disneyland.
I don't think it's a legit meet and greet. I think he just kind of walks through. I don't think he does the actual meet and greet.
Picture, but just having him walk around, like I think it's so cool, and I'm so happy that we're starting to get some of like Disneyland's character, because with Mirabelle and also with Mandalorian, it was always like I was like, man, I would love to meet them, and it's so cute. So I'm really excited to meet to
Morgan,
see
don't you love how Sammy shows off with the pronunciations of all Spanish names?
I love it. I love it. She should do everything that involves
Spanish
like
my first language. Okay, guys.
Beautiful. I could hear her talk all day. Oh my gosh. Can you say Mirabelle one more time for us, Sammy?
Mirabella.
Mirabella. I want the chat to tell us, who are you looking forward to most? Is it Figment? Is it Mirabelle? Or is it Mandalorian? Mandalorian's already there. He's been around since, I believe, March. but now they're just putting it on the Magic Experience. But what's the one that you want to, out of those three? Who do you want to meet most? I'd love to say about that.
For me personally, I think I'd rather meet
Joey D.
Mirabelle. I try to say it like Sammy. I can't. I would want to meet Mirabelle more because I can have a conversation with her, whereas Figment is most likely not going to talk. And so, as excited as I would be for Figment, like I love having interactive, amazing conversations with the characters. So, I think I would say Mirabelle.
Yeah, I think I would say the same thing. Just because she's fun and energetic, and she's like, the times that I've seen videos of her, she's like running from one side to the other side, and she's just like so fun. Like I definitely agree with you, Morgan.
I think so too. Now, also some big news is they're bringing the parking trams back to Epcot and Disney Hollywood Studios. It looks like you're excited about that one, Morgan.
Yeah, the Epcot parking lot is huge. They have all the Red Disney races in there.
Yeah.
They need trams in there. That is always the most hardest part. Is like at the beginning of the day, you're all excited. You're like, yeah, going to the parks. And then the end of the day, especially Epcot, where it's like a mile around the world showcase, and you got to walk your butt all the way back to the car. Heck no. So I'm very excited for this with my weak legs.
What about you, Sammy?
I agree with Morgan. In the beginning, you're excited to walk. You want to walk and all that. But at night, you're like, someone please give me a piggyback.
So they ended during COVID. They brought back Magic Kingdoms back in December of 2021 and Animal Kingdoms in May of 2022. But these look like they'll be back in September. So we don't know for sure, but it looks like they'll be back in September. I don't think they gave an exact date on it yet.
Right as it's heating up and we don't need it as much.
I know,
that
right?
is true.
Right? There you go.
We need it in the summer the most.
All right. So next cast member preview dates announced for Journey of Water. It's going to go from 9/1 to 9/22. So September 1st to December 22nd. And it's going to actually, they still have isn't it weird that they don't have a date yet that it's going to be open up to general public? It's going to be opened up in 2023. It's weird they don't have a date yet. We only got like what 4 months left.
Like what's holding them back? Or just setting a date?
There's only like 3 months left. Like I don't understand. Just give us a date.
Is something going wrong? Is something not working?
Well, they're doing the previews. My guess is it's going to probably be mid-October.
You think so?
Well, think about it. They're doing these previews. I mean, unless they're going to what's going to be next? I guess maybe you're going to do cast member. I mean, I'm not annual pass previews. Maybe that makes another 2 weeks. So then that gets you into like mid-October, and then after that, maybe it opens. I just feel like if it's going to open in mid-October, they would have announced it by now.
I gotta think. Like I like Universal. They just opened Minion Blast, and they had like 2 weeks to a month of show rehearsals and whatnot. And they let media do it and whatnot. And then people are getting to ride in, and they're getting like the full operation, but it's not properly open yet. Where I wish Disney would just do that. Just let the people come in. Let's work out the kinks, and then be like, all right, you guys can take videos. It's official opening.
Yeah.
Like, some must be going on back there.
That makes sense.
Vanessa says that the week of September 16th, they were hoping that it'd be done by then. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be because it's going to still be in cast member previews until the 22nd, it looks like, of September. So it looks like you're going to just miss out. I'm sorry. So that's that. And then also, guys, the Riverboat refurb, Liberty Square Riverboat in Magic Kingdom is closing for refurb. It actually closed yesterday. It reopens on 8/30. Just general maintenance, nothing crazy. You guys like this? You guys, who goes on this typically? Do you guys make sure you always get a little?
It's not something like I'm waiting for, but if I just happen to be in that area at the right time and they're boarding, like sure, I'll do it. It's
same thing. I won't go wait online, but if I could see if I'm walking by and there's a quick chance to hop on it, I'll do that. It's a cool little. You get it out. You can sit for a little bit. Some limited seating there, so you can take a seat, kind of relax for a few minutes, and carry on with your day. Sammy, you ever been on it?
I have not been on it.
No Aristocats. And now this.
Normally I just kind of pass through it. It's not something that's on my bucket list, but maybe next time I go, I will make sure. There's so much to do, especially if I don't consider myself a local. I'm 3 hours away. So a lot of times when I go, I'm trying to do all the things that I like, but there's not enough time, especially if you're park hopping. So I feel like I have a little bit of an excuse, a little bit. No,
I think that's valid. I do.
There you go.
Ooh, Michael Jensen said getting good Haunted Mansion pictures from it. That'd
That's
be
a
a
great
really
point.
good angle. Yes. And seeing how long the line is. And then when you get off, hopefully it'll be done.
That's a great point. All right, moving on to the next thing, guys. Carousel of Progress. The animatronic hand falls off mid-show again at Carousel of Progress. Poor John Progress. His hand keeps falling off every time he's fanning himself with something.
It's just too dang hot in Florida.
Wrong.
Right? It's just too hot.
You guys were laughing at me, but this is like it's not my favorite ride, and there's always something wrong. Always, there's either squirrel, this guy's hand. I mean,
A person
it needs an update.
earlier this year?
What happened with
Yeah,
the person?
There was a person that climbed on the thing earlier
Was
this
it?
year, right?
Did that happen
Yeah,
this
yeah,
year?
Really?
Yeah, like
You know, that does sound
March.
familiar.
Yeah,
That does sound familiar.
I believe it
And there was
Carousel.
something else that was broken, right?
Yeah, there was
This year.
the squirrel that yeah, you're right, Sammy. The ride does it just needs
It needs
like,
an
go down for
update.
an update, a handful of months just to really give it the love and care it deserves, because I feel like, there's a huge fandom for Living with the Land, and I feel like I'm on the equivalent for Carousel of Progress. Like, I love that. Do not get rid of it.
It's a great call out, because I feel like it's there's something similar about the two, like that. That if you love Living with the Land, you'll probably love Carousel of Progress. Like, I feel like it's kind of got that same kind of vibe to it, where it's like you're sitting down, you're getting a relaxation. You I don't know. There's something about it that I like.
Yeah.
So, he has arthritis. Great one, Nate.
He has arthritis. Oh, he's getting so old.
All right, on to the next thing. Again, we're running late because we had a really good topic to start with, so I'm going to try and go through these a little quicker than we normally would. But guys, 20% discount available at all Disney Springs Resorts area hotels for this fall. I'm going to read the list of what it counts for. B Resort and Spa, Doubletree Suites, Drury Plaza, Hilton Orlando, Holiday Inn Orlando, Wyndham Garden Lake. And they have complimentary trams to all the Disney parks, so you can still get to all the Disney parks. They all have early access, so you're going to be able to get 30 minutes early to 30 minutes early entry to any of the theme parks, and they also have golf discounts. So if you're in town and you want to go golfing, they actually have golf discounts. So I'll read that off again. It's 20% off this fall. B Resort and Spa, Doubletree Suites, Drury Plaza, Hilton Orlando, Hilton Inn Orlando, and Wyndham Garden Lake. So guys, if you're staying in the area and you're staying at one of those places, go see if you can get yourself a 20% discount, because that's what they're doing this fall. Let's talk about Tiana's Palace's opening date. Opening date announced for Tiana's Palace out in Disneyland. It's some Disneyland news.
It's beautiful. Look at it.
It's gonna be. I'm excited. I'm so jealous. It's open September 7th in Disneyland, New Orleans Square. Who's jealous? Who wants this thing here, man? Honestly,
I do.
I'm also jealous that they have a date and we still don't have a date for Moana.
Yeah, they get a date. Well, it's closer.
Right, why can't we get a date? I want a date.
Hey, oh, rude.
It opens in about 2 weeks on September 7th. So make sure you guys go check that out if you're in town. Let's move on to the next thing. Where are we at? Walt Disney World not handing out paper straws or plastic lids anymore.
What?
I find this very inconvenient, because I'm the guy that will definitely spill my drink.
The paper straws were already crap as is. You needed
true,
like
but
3
they'll
of
give it to
them.
you if you ask for it.
I was
They
about to
just-
say, there is a caveat. They just don't tell you. If you ask for a lid and a straw, they will give it to you. But they don't have them for you to grab on your own anymore. So they will give it to you if you ask. That started yesterday, Monday, the 21st of August. But I'll tell you what, you can get a really good straw, and it's made of like that sugar cane, is Joffrey's. Joffrey's doesn't use paper straws. They use that sugar cane straw, which basically has the same texture as a plastic straw.
Oh.
So it feels like a plastic straw. It doesn't get soggy like a paper straw. It holds up like a plastic straw, but it's made of like sugar cane. So
Joffrey's needs to sponsor you.
they definitely. I'll
Sammy's
sponsor
like,
them.
you and you alone.
I love Joffrey's peach teas.
Ooh, wait, that's a pro tip. Andrew Price said, I do bring my own plastic straw and a toothbrush holder. Ooh,
That's a great idea.
That is a good thing.
brilliant.
That's a great idea. Great
Yes.
idea. Thank you for that one. Good. That's a good call out. All right, on to the next one. Haunted Mansion themed Gravedigger popcorn mix at Magic Kingdom.
Ooh.
Guys, it's a little pricey, $15.99 at the Main Street Confectionery, but it's caramel popcorn based. layered with, check this out, chopped Twix. I mean, you had me at Twix. I mean, really, Twix? M&Ms, crushed Oreos, mini marshmallows, and dark chocolate drizzle. Who's in?
Sold.
That
Absolutely.
sounds like a kid. Like if Aiden was like, "All right, make a popcorn mix for the
Just
parks,"
throw it all
and he
in
was
there.
like, "Chocolate, this." Like
Throw
that
it
sounds like a kid would make. Like, let's just put all the goodies in one and call it a snack. Like,
But I
I'm
promise
all
you,
for it.
it's so worth it. We did it this last trip, and it's a big amount. You're able to
good.
share it with 2 or 3 people, or if you're like Gene, you don't share at all.
No, you don't. That's
it is
listen. If you
so
buy the
good.
popcorn, you eat the popcorn.
Well, you could share with your friends. That's what friends are for, right?
I
don't know.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. If you haven't tried or if you haven't experienced it, it's really cool. It's quick. They have like the regular popcorn. They have the cheddar and something else. And then they have so many toppings that you're like, you want to mix them all at this point. And then they have like the chocolate drizzle. They have like the white chocolate or dark chocolate and milk chocolate, I believe. And then they give you a lid. And you can, like, you don't have to eat it at that moment, but if you want to take it back to the hotel, it's a decent size. So I am definitely for this graveyard popcorn.
Yep, I am too. I'm looking forward to trying that. I can't wait to try that when I get back down there. You know,
Will
Pat,
you share?
no, of course.
I'll share with you, Sammy.
Thank you.
I do need a tissue. That's true, Nick. Thank you. Patty, you know what? Since we're running late, we do have to move ahead a little bit. So bring us to our last sheet, our last page. All right, Orlando Universal Islands of Adventure soundtrack is now streaming. Are you guys excited about this? Look at look at this here. Look at all this. I mean, I love it when Disney did this, and I remember thinking like, why don't they do this for Universal? Well,
All the parks.
Exactly. Marvel Superhero Island, Main Street, Doctor Doom, Popeye's Sweet Haven. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones there, man.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now on Spotify. Like, you know, I think a lot of people have a lot of background music when they're working, and us theme park fans, you know, just to tie us over, we'll put on like, you know, the Esplanade music for between Disneyland and California Adventure. And I think this is just another great thing to have. And it's like Universal, just constantly back on the brain.
There you go. All right, pull up the next one, Pat. What else we got? Loungefly alert. Oh, we got to see. All right, so here we go. This is pretty much the rest of the show is going to be some Loungeflies and some merch.
Isn't that adorable?
Now, this is $70. It's a crossbody cake bag.
Oh my gosh, it's
Sammy.
So cute.
Here's the regular the Loungefly backpack, $80.
Look at the metallic look that it has in the bottom. That's shiny.
I don't really like this bag. I'm going to be honest.
What?
Really?
Like in the backpack or like the purse? Oh, that's cute.
That's really cute.
Okay,
Gives
Sammy,
me like wedding vibes.
It does give wedding vibes. Oh, the back is cute too. Sammy, do you like the backpack or the purse better?
I think that the purse is really cute, but for my preference, I like more of a backpack. But I do really like the little cake thing. I think I would get it just to kind of display it somewhere, not use it as a bag. But I think it's really cute.
I like the purse because usually like purses, they're just more aesthetically pretty and not actually functional, but that looks like it could hold a lot of stuff in it and still be aesthetically beautiful.
What did I miss? Because I froze. What did I miss?
Oh, just the
you missed
the
a lot.
Yeah, you missed everything.
We just can't. We're running on time. Okay, sorry.
But that is really
froze.
Cute. Oh no. All right, Sammy, you and I are running it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this wallet.
This is super cute.
It's a little. I wish it wasn't white though, because like you're saying, it giving me wedding vibes. Like if it was a cute pastel color, okay, that's fun.
That's really so. My only thing with Loungefly bags, I don't like anything that's the bottom is white, because I feel like if it's white or any light color, you are bound to just get it dirty. It's not, even if you're careful, it's really hard. Like I have bags, and I had one bag that was a light color on the bottom. Within 5 minutes in the park, I got a little scratch mark on it. And I'm like, and ever since then, I'm like, I will never buy a light colored bottom bag. Like if it's on the top, I don't care. Even my Chewbacca bag, I love it.
Why?
But the amount of hair, if you're wearing black,
Right,
you have
right.
all of the Chewbacca hair all over you as you're walking around the park. You can probably match Chewbacca by the time you get out because the
You look
hair
like you
just
snuggled with him.
it really does.
I'll tell you this. I was looking at a bag, like a little cute white ghost bag to wear to Halloween Horror Nights. And once I noticed that the bottom was white, and I was like, I can't justify this because, like you're saying, it's gonna get dirty, and it was fuzzy all around too, and it's hot even at Halloween Horror Nights, and so it's gonna be white. It's gonna be like sweaty. Like no, so I'm right there
It's
with you.
really true. And I have the zero bag, which I literally only use it for display. I will not bring it to the parks. And I have the Mickey Ghost bag. They glow in the dark. They're beautiful. Another bag I would probably never bring to the parks just because it's so perfect. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
But
you should do like the grandparents used to do. They put the clear plastic wrap over the couches and all that stuff. Like I still want to use it, but just have it like that. Oh my god.
It's so true because growing up, my grandparents had this crazy couch and it always had like the plastic over it. And it's crazy because now, like when I look at Aiden, I'm like, oh, he falls asleep on the couch. I never fell asleep on the couch because I would be like just glued on with the plastic stuff that my grandparents had.
Yeah.
But it's pretty funny when you look back at things like that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. But where is Jean?
I have no idea. Patty, do you want to go to the next merch? The next launch fly?
Mm-hmm. I
Isn't
feel
that cute?
so many 90s babies are gonna want this so bad. And I like that it's like, most lounge flies are kind of more themed to females and stuff. I feel like I can see a lot of guys rocking this too.
Yes.
Yes.
And I am a character only face, but this bag is definitely a must.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm back.
Jean, hey, what's up? What do you think of this bag?
He sees me looking down. He puts me on screen anyway. I gotta tell you, Patty Puddles is the worst producer in the business.
No.
I would have muted you by now.
Oh,
there you go. Thank you, Patty.
You took him off.
Good, finally.
Patty, would you show Jean the picture of the lounge fly we were just talking about, the Goofy movie? Jean, what do you think of this?
I think we lost him again.
Oh no! All right.
Okay, Patty.
He's frozen.
Send us the next launch fly. This one's my favorite. I think this is going to be right here.
There's your face right there. There's your face one.
That is super cute. I love the metallic, shiny look to it.
And it's probably durable too and holds up in the little wings. Yes.
And the wings move. So if you don't want to wear the wings, you kind of tuck them in. And if you want to show them off, you kind of pull it out. It's really cute. What do you think, Jean? Are you still frozen?
I'm back now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I keep freezing.
We're talking about the Figment backpack.
I saw it. I think that's really cool.
That's all. Come on.
That's
$88
to me. It's definitely worth it. I think it's definitely
$88. Then you get your discount, your annual discount, so it brings it a little bit down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually texting Patty again what to do if I freeze and I'm not back. So you guys know, because after merch we closed out the show. So just so you guys know, if I do get frozen and we're done with merch, Pat will let you know, and then just close out the show.
All right. Well, I'll just do my one announcement. So
well, how much
Connor. Connor gave a super chat. Morgan is awesome.
Oh, thank you so much, Connor. We really appreciate that.
Connor, he's such a good person. Him and Corinne are amazing people, and I spent so much time with them. And I will say this: we passed by Marilyn Monroe, and Connor was like, "I just want a picture with just Marilyn and the girls." And so me and Corinne stood to the side, and it was so funny. And she like pulled him in real close. I was like, "Oh, Corinne, watch out! Marilyn's gonna get you, man." It was really funny.
I think we lost him. I'm sure he liked your story. He's stunned right now.
Awesome. So it was that the last story?
Was that?
That's
these I'm so excited for. Look how cool he looks.
Look how cute Gus is. How adorable.
I feel like they've done something similar. This is cool.
I feel like they have so much more character to it, like they're pulled from the movie. Oh, I did not like her in this costume in the movie.
I do not, but maybe it's because I don't understand it because I haven't watched the movie.
Gotcha. Panda and I actually went to go see. Okay, this is precious.
It's super cute. And
I
it's
can
pretty
definitely-
big. It's 7 inches.
Oh my! That could be a really cute little plushie because it looks like it'd be the size of like a munchling or a wishable.
Yeah, it's
But
actually
7
pretty big.
Look how cute!
They're
I like
all
that little.
about 7 inches, and they're all about $12.99. The plushes are $12.99, and then the other ones, I can't even think right now. The Funko Pops. There we go.
Funko Pops. Also,
It was
thank you,
coming.
Nicholas. We appreciate the super chat.
Thank you. They are $11.99.
Oh, not too bad. And then, like you said, mention with the Lounge5, your AP discount, your annual pass discount. Absolutely.
Not too bad.
Was there anything else? Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, is this a calendar? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. I would
This
just
one-
want this just to cut the artwork out and then frame all of these artwork. Like, I don't
I
really care
believe
about the
this is
caliber.
the entertainment one.
Oh, World of Voice. This is okay. This is not fair. Disneyland's getting this.
I
No,
know.
Not Disney World. This is
We need to make Disneyland friends, okay? Because they get the best stuff.
Listen, I got plenty. I'll call them up and I'll be like, "Hey guys, I need a mass shipment of this amount."
Yes. I even
Sure.
told okay, so this popcorn bucket, I want to let everybody know, if you love this popcorn bucket, Launchfly has the exact picture you're looking at. Launchfly makes a bag for them because I have it. And the skeleton face moves. So you think it's a skeleton and you move the face and it's Mickey. It is the cutest bag ever. I wish I could show you guys. I'm not in my room. I'm in
Yes.
Joey's room.
We're in the
But
room.
it is super cute. And it's funny because I was telling Joey, I'm like, I need to make Disneyland friends because Disneyland gets the best things. I'm about to start offering free ears. Who can get me this zipper?
Listen, I'll go out there for you.
It is so cute.
It's so cute. And it's already like
Lights
hard
up.
enough to get things, even if it is going to your local park. But like the fact that it's only over there, like, come on, Disney. Like, you guys want to make a quick buck. Like, put it over here at Disney World. People make trips around the certain merchandise being released. So
Yes.
oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
And
And then
there he is.
There he is. Oh, hi.
This
Welcome
is
back.
Funky. Is this for the contemporary? Ooh, Dooney and Burke. Okay. I like the sketch. I really like this.
I do. My only thing, I wonder why they didn't even give a price. Oh, so this
Yeah.
is an ornament. That one's really cute. It's cute.
Yeah. Nothing,
I like
nothing.
it.
Oh,
I
this
feel
is
like they
all
could've
the
done better.
Germany stuff. Okay. I like when they make the characters in like it's kind of weird when you go into one of these shops and it's just Germany. Oh, we're jumping over to Universal. Okay, Patty. These are really cute. I love the colors. I love the snacks. I want this hat.
Super cute. I do. I like that.
And there's
Bucket
like
hats.
Oh, this is a cute nightlight.
This is really cute, and it's at first I thought it would be really small. It's actually not small at all. And in the back, it kind of is like see-through, so you can kind of see what's in the front. It's really, really cute. A little pricey.
If it was like a music box, that would be really cute. I want all of this, and I'm going to get all of it.
Yes.
See you in the fog. Okay, let me tell you, those freestyle cup holders are a lifesaver during HHN because you can extend it long enough that you can go across your body and not have to worry about it when you're going through the houses. Gotta get these ornaments.
That sounds really cool. Disney should definitely come up with something like that, especially in Epcot.
Yes.
you wanna
Oh,
get
that would
to
be
drink.
brilliant. Yeah, an Epcot. Ooh, that'd be smart. So then they don't have to drink it all at one time and they can pace themselves. I cannot wait to go to this.
I love this trip.
Oh, he's so angry. So scary.
I don't think I've ever seen this type of artwork where it's like half his face and half like skull.
I know. Chucky kind of creeps me out. Like he does a great
does.
job, but I don't want to see
Now
him.
the scented candle. I wonder what that when you think of Chucky's scented candle. What are we looking at?
I feel like I've heard it before. I'll go to the parks soon and I'll find out and I'll report back to you next week.
Okay, yes, definitely, because I wonder what it
Also, for those that don't know, Dr. Oddfellow is the main icon, and he is the first HHN or Halloween Horror Nights icon of color. So that is very, very exciting. But he has all the scare zones throughout the event that tie into his story, and he has like the opening scare zone, and then also he has his own house. So I'm very excited to see that. And I guess on that note, like, are you there, Sammy? Okay, I'm gonna make sure you're not frozen either. But okay, we've been hinting at it for weeks, but now I'm going to officially confirm. And I know we're like,
Should we do like a drum roll? Like,
yeah, yeah. Drum roll, please. And speaking of Halloween Horror Nights, your girl is officially a Universal team member, and I will be working at Halloween Horror Nights as a scare actor. And so I'm super excited. I hope everybody comes and visits and I get to scare you. If you want to let me know the nights that you're going, because Sammy, I know you're definitely gonna go. But those that are going, please message me and I will let you know my location of where I will be at during each of the Halloween Horror Nights nights. I'm going to be a scare spare, so I will be jumping around a lot of different places, which is really, really exciting. So I won't be doing the same thing over and over again. Oh, hey, Jean, I was just saying.
I'm frozen again in 3 seconds.
I was just telling you about HHN,
yes.
And you're going to be going to HHN, and I will be scaring you. And so, yeah.
I'm unscarable. I'll be scaring everybody else.
Listen, challenge accepted, man. I'm going to find you, and you're not going to recognize me because I'll just be in the most like gory, prosthetic, disgusting makeup, depending on where I'm at. And I will scare you. And he's frozen again.
But he really loves your story. See, he's
yes,
laughing.
He's still laughing. Are you just with Universal 3? Yes, that is the main reason why I'm hired. I would love to stay with the company, but we'll see what opportunities are available after the Horror Night season. But this is literally a bucket list dream of mine. I am so absolutely excited. I really want to scare everybody. I'm such a smiley person, so I think it'll be a little bit difficult. But I hope everybody goes, and I hope to see you. And please message me the nights you're there, and I'll let you know where I'm at, and I can scare you as I go like this. This is most terrifying.
That's so exciting. I'm so happy for you, and welcome to hot and sweaty Orlando.
Yes, I've been here a week. It is, like you said, it has been.
Did you believe me and Panda when we told you that it was really hot?
It was
did you
bad.
kind of like yep.
It's bad, but I feel like I've just still have my Florida blood in me when I was away for a bit. And so, and Panda and I actually went to the parks last Thursday and we kind of looked around all the scare zones and I was like, ooh, I could hide behind this one and hide behind this plant if I was in this scare zone. So I'm very, very excited. Same way, I hope you get to go in a way that isn't too scary. Like I hope you get to do the behind the scenes tour, which you get to see it with the lights on and you don't get, there's no scare actors in it. And so I think that would be a really cool dynamic to see like your perspective, my perspective, and then the guy's perspective of getting scared. So
I can't wait. But I think that's it. Do you want to close it out, Morgan?
Oh no, you close it out. You're more a veteran of the show than I am. I just had my little announcement.
Well, guys, thank you guys so much for watching us. It's so much fun. We love being here. With everybody's crazy lives, this is the one thing that we look forward to every Tuesday. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to the super chats and the mods. And thank you guys so much. And we look forward to seeing you guys next Tuesday.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.